Can I go through an almost complete brand identity design process in 20 minutes from naming, concepting, and sketching out logos, ideas into actually designing them? Let's try. It's going to be tough, but let's give it a try. Hi designer friends, what is up? My name is Ron Segal and welcome to another brand identity in 20 minute challenge. If this is your first time here, welcome to Flux. We cover design and making a living as a designer, and this is not something you should try at home, maybe just to challenge yourself, but doing a brand in 20 minutes is not ideal, but I'm going to push myself so that you can see the process and see how I think about this. So with 20 minutes, here's how I'm planning on breaking things down. We're gonna use this good brief to randomize a brief for us. I'm gonna choose brand identity and I'm gonna choose, actually random category. And I'm gonna hit generate. And then I've broken down my 20 minutes into 5 minutes thinking about the name of the brand. 5 minutes, I'm gonna sketch ideas in my sketchbook, and then I'm gonna do 5 more minutes refining a logo in Illustrator, Adobe Illustrator, and then 5 more minutes try to turn this into a brand and do some mock-ups and stuff like this. This is how I'm gonna use my 20 minutes. Let's see what the brief generator gives us. Let's see what we're gonna be working with. All right, so company description, we are a company that makes custom monorails. What is monorails? Search Google for monorails. Okay, rails, I guess, for trains. Okay, monorails with emphasis on durability. Target audience is women. We want to convey a sense of nostalgia while at the same time being businesslike. Okay, you must create a total branding package. This includes creating appropriate brand name, consistent visual system, and of course a great logo. Deadline, not 9 days, but actually 20 minutes. All right, so this is our brief. I'm gonna put here some timer, and I'm gonna start with 5 minutes for the brand name. I'm gonna hit start, and let's do this 5 minutes. All right, so I have here this doc, which I'm going to brainstorm some relevant name. I'm gonna start with, words. So rail, old fashioned, right? This is train, woman, train, train, rails. Let's see what do we do when we say rails, imagery. Let's open up Thesaurus at the same time and write some train or train. Let's see what we have for train. I want something short and simple so that we can, old school rails, old school rails. No, this is not old rails. Rusty old rails. All right, rusty rails actually sounds cool. I don't know if it's for women, rusty rails. Why is there target audience women? Monorail. Actually, you know what? It's monorail, maybe monorail. It sounds like monorail, but it's like a woman, monorail. Maybe that's can be a good name. What else? Mono is one. So one rail. What else do we have here? Monorail. Power UK monorail. What other words for mono there are? Mono, monk. What? Thesaurus. This is a thesaurus for mono, for one. Not giving 0 results. If we do one, particular, soul, solarity, special, single, lone, ode, alone. What happens if I just write mono here? What do we get? I don't know what that is. Okay, so I actually like monorail for a company that makes custom monorails with emphasis on durability. Durability. What else do we have for durability? Maybe Dura-rail? That also sounds feminine. Dura-rail. That sounds more manly. Moxie. I don't know what Moxie is. Guts, backbone. Okay, I've got only 20 minutes, so I'm not gonna overthink this. I actually like monorail best, so I'm going to stick with it. And I did it in 3 minutes, so I actually got myself a little bit more time. I'm gonna add the last extra 3 minutes to the refinement. Okay, so I'm gonna stop this. And now that I've got this, I'm going to move into sketching ideas here in my sketchbook for 5 minutes. Let's do that. So we have monorail. Let's write it. Let's actually write it capital letters. Monorails. Rail. See what we have. Maybe let's do kind of like a monogram. M-R. What do we have here? MR, that's not feminine, Mr. Okay, so we're not gonna do MR, but maybe what if we do M, monorail? We have 2 lines. If we do them one on top of the other one, what ideas can we have here? We have rails, which is something like this, right? How do rails look like? Oh, but actually this is 2 rails. Monorail is just 1 rail. So we have this thing, or maybe we can do this 1 rail in the middle of something like Should we have uppercase or lowercase? Let's see. I think lowercase might be more feminine, right? So maybe we do the rail here in between. Rail. But what does that mean? What if we do 1 line, but we need to differentiate between the words. We can't just write monorail like this because it looks like 1 word. So maybe we need to have capital letters, monorail, and just have the rail in a line below or below on top. Okay, what else do we have? We also have the rail, which is kind of like 1 line. So maybe the rail can be something like that, goes something like mona and then rail. Whoa. The rail comes out of the L. Something like this. What can be iconic about this that it would work even if we have an icon? What can be very, very simple here? Maybe it's just the M of the Mona. No, every M when it just stands alone looks like a McDonald's or something. So, what else can we do with maybe a straight line? And then, let's see. What if we do M? What if we do MR? No, it's still Mr. MR still is Mr. So what else can we do? Very, very simple. The only idea that I have at the moment is that this rail is coming from the L. Rail is coming from the L. Or we can have it coming from the M. Something like this. Mona. Rail. No. I actually like it when it's much simpler. Let me see. I had some images here. This is basically just the line and the train comes on top of it. So it's usually something like this. And then if we're looking from the front, this is the rail and this is the train. So it's something like this. So maybe it looks like the R, or maybe that's the M. If that's the rail, if we're looking at the front, and this is, we'll do like an M. Maybe that's kind of like the train. If we're looking from the front, looking at that, this is the rail, and this is the M, and we can do this then later, like Mona rail, something like this. Okay, so actually it's not an amazing idea, but let's see how long do we have. That's it, we ran out of 5 minutes, so that's the best idea that I have at the moment. So let me go ahead and try to develop this idea. So we've got our basic concept. I'm gonna maybe save one of these images so that, you know, I have a reference for a monorail here while I'm designing. And I'm gonna use the rest of my time. I'm gonna actually put here 6 minutes for refining the logo and then 6 minutes for mockups and developing the rest of the identity. Let's rock and roll. So I'm using Adobe Illustrator, the best, my favorite tool for when I'm working with type and stuff like this. And we have our concept. Let me see if I have like round fonts maybe that we can use. My favorite place to look for fonts is You Work For Them. You Work For Them. Let's see if there are kind of like round fonts. This needs to be a sans serif font. Let's see, sans serif. Sans serif, where is the sans serif? Sans serif. See if we have something round for our M that can be good for that. It needs to be very round. Nope. I'm gonna do quick round before I'm gonna look at the fonts that I have in my computer, but just trying to see if there's anything around here. Maybe this one, let's see this one. Metro, because it still needs to be durability. It can't be too cute and soft. It's actually, oh, this one is actually nice as well. This is quite challenging. Durability, which is something like that you would think maybe a little bit masculine, and this needs to be for appealing to women. So I don't know. Let's do the type tester and let's write Mona. It's here. Thing about this, actually, this is actually pretty cool. I wanted to say it's too cute, but even looking at these, it does look like kind of like futuristic. I'm actually going to screenshot this just so that I can work with it temporarily. Obviously, if I would do an identity eventually, I would buy the font, but right now, all right, let's see. I'm not sure. Maybe it's just going to be a reference. I'm actually, you know what? I need to also have the name of the font if I want to use it, just so I remember what is the name of this font. Let's see what else we have here. Do a type tester, Mona. This is too sharp. And both of these are light, actually, maybe. What is outline? No, this is not. But here maybe we have something a little bit bolder. Semi-bold, bold, okay. This is quite standard, right? This font, it's kind of like a classic geometric font. It's nothing too crazy, but this is actually nice, this one. Let me try to see. The idea that I had was maybe something like this. Let me try to redraw this. So I had a circle, and then we had this kind of like M, which might be, let's take 2 circles for the M. Let's try to recreate this M here. I'm looking at my sketch. Let's try to redraw these, the letters, and we'll see if this works. So if this goes here, if this would be M, and another M, and maybe this, we have this here. Let's bring these up a little bit. Well, this wasn't my original idea from the sketch, but it's also kind of like nice. But this is what's nice in the refinement process. We can just play around here. Let's see what happens if we do this and then this. Because we did want to do eventually needs to look like the top of the rail, right? Maybe something like this, and I'm just going to delete this. Maybe here. All right, let me try something new, something different. If we take something like this, we combine these. Let me see, where is my Pathfinder? I like the Pathfinder. I'm kind of old school. I combine these, and then I turn them into something like this, and then we turn this into an M like this, and make more bigger stroke. Something is wrong with the way that's... Okay, this is the wrong approach to doing it. I'm just going to do it again. I'm just going to do this and then this here. Okay, so now we have an M. And then, oh man, I'm 6 minutes down and I don't have anything. All right, so I am going to take 2 more minutes. So I'm only going to have 4 minutes for the mock-ups. Okay, so I really have to get this going. So I don't have much time to play around. Plus, worst case, I'm just going to take the... Let's try. Maybe I actually need to do this actually rectangular, not a circle, because look at this. This is actually also a rectangular. So I'm just going to do something like this, so it's exactly the same size. And I'm going to put it here. So this, in a sense, looks like the M. There's also something here that's an H, so I'm not sure about that, but okay, for now, just because I don't have enough time, I'm going to stick to it, and I'm actually going to have to, maybe I'll just make it tiny bit. It's super bold, and for something that's supposed to be feminine, and go with something a little bit more like this. So let's assume this is kind of like the train and the rail. Just want the white spacing here to be quite similar. And then we probably have... So I only have the Mona at the moment. I wouldn't have time to create the whole rail thing. Okay, it's gonna take some more time to do the whole thing. Let's take this into the another N. This is not thick enough. God damn it. All right, 1 more minute. I'm only going to have 3 minutes for mock-ups. It is not easy to do a whole brand in 20 minutes. All right, so I won't have time to do the rail, but I have the Mona, and I'm just going to take this here, and we can duplicate this as well, because I don't need these. I can use this for an A. It's not perfect. It's definitely not perfect. Okay, but within the time frame, this is what I have. It's tough. It's tough. Okay. Let's say this is it. Now, if I have to, I'm gonna open up another page here just so that I can say, okay, if this is my symbol. Okay, stop it, stop it. I have what? I have like 2 minutes for the, I have 2 minutes to make a mock-up. I'll do one mock-up. I'll put it on a rail, on a train, and see if it looks good. Wait a second, let's make a copy. Let's expand this. So now we have an actual shape, and I can put it here, and I can make it white. But if I would have to pick a color for this, you know, they said here that it needs, in the brief, it needs to be nostalgia and business-like. So what color can I pick for nostalgia? Business-like is usually blue, and if maybe I'm gonna go through the a little bit purplish to make it feminine, and maybe nostalgia, maybe something like this. Let's do white train, monorail white. Let's see if I can put it on a train. Okay, we have Shutterstock. Okay, let's open up this image. Of course, I would probably buy it if, you know, I need to take a thing. If I need to do a client presentation, let's just open it up here. I'm really disappointed. 20 minutes is not enough time. Is not enough time. Mona. I'm definitely not very happy with this, but 'tis what it is. It is what it is. Let me put this on the, let's expand this as well. Take this color. Let's try to put it on the train and see if it fits in some way or another. I mean, I could see something like this on a train, to be honest. If we would write the rail, you know, with a similar font. It does look modern. It does look durable. It does look feminine. It's not overly manly. Let's try to put this here. This logo would work in small sizes. It would work on social and stuff like this. Okay, designer friends, I told you, do not try this at home. This is super, super difficult. However, I hope that you got to see a little bit of the process from how I think about names, how I brainstorm and sketch a little bit, and how I go through refining and trying different things. If you want to do this really for clients, you would of course need more time to go through the whole process, probably take some time to think about strategy and things like this. If you want to learn more about branding process, make sure to check our further resources and courses in the description below. And hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments below what you thought, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace out.